Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my update from the ZODIAC PANNER project pan. I don't feel like I can talk today, but I'm going to try to do the video anyway. This project was created by Kena at Kena's Closet. I'll link her channel down in my description box. But basically it is all to do with star signs. So every prompt is a star sign and you need to pick a product corresponding to that star sign color story. And she's picked a bunch of colors for different star signs, and quite a few of us are using this to roll in eyeshadows and pan eyeshadows, and so that's what I've been doing as well. And I'm very, very excited because this is an amazing update. I have a few pans to share, one of which I got today in this look, which is really, really cool. And so yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first one is the star sign Aries. So you pick a red item. I picked a red eyeshadow. It's like a blood orange red, but if you've been watching my updates, it's from the bronze palette from Juvia's Place, and I've been working on this shade right here. I don't think it's gonna look any different. I've used it 3 times this month. I did have it in my Panner's eyeshadows, but I recently rolled it out of that so I could just focus it on this one. But yeah, I have a little dent, but my goal is to hit pan in all of the eyeshadows that I roll in. And unlike many people who are doing eyeshadows, I seem to be the only one that's doing this rolling styles. I don't know if that makes me a little bit crazy or not, but yeah, my goal is to pan this. Once I hit pan, if it's still within the year, then I will roll in a new shade for Aries. I really doubt it though. This one is quite a deep pan. Next one is Taurus. So this could be a pastel pink, blue, or green. So I actually picked a shade from my Book of Magic from Beauty Bay. And this is the pan that I hit today, which is super, super exciting. So I chose to pick a pastel green shade. And the shade that I've been working on is called Wish, and it's right here, and you can see I have a beautiful little pan, and it's what is on my eyes today. So I thought, oh, gosh, when is it gonna happen? I used it 4 times, so you know, I thought, let me put it on today. That'll be my 4th time. I'll probably have it in for another month. I didn't think I was gonna hit pan with this look because I really didn't use too much, but I did use a thinner brush to do my under eyes, as opposed to a big fluffy brush that I've been using with this, which I've been using this one, and I've also been using this fluffy one as well. So I've been using these 2 for this shade, and I didn't use them today. I actually used a smaller one, and I ended up getting pan, so that is super exciting. But yeah, I am so happy with the progress. I am blocking a shade, as you can see, so you'll just have to wait and see what happens. But that means that I have at least 1 shade that I need to roll in. Next up is for Gemini. So this is a yellow shade. So I've been working on the Nomad Cartagena Magic palette, and this is the shade that is called Persegue Suenos. I feel like I always say that wrong. It is a beautiful shimmer. Unfortunately, I've only used this once this month, and I don't have a pan. I've been using it a lot during this project. I will have all my total uses on the screen so you can see, but it doesn't look too different, unfortunately. It is what it is. It just looks kind of like the same. This one, I think I said in my other update, this one took me 6 times, 6 uses, and then I hit pan. And this one has taken me well into the teens and I still have not hit pan, but it's fine. I really love the shade. Next up is Cancer. So it's a silvery blue or a smoky gray. So I picked a smoky gray from the Nomad Tokyo palette, and this one is called Visual Kai, and it's this one right here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see on the screen, but I definitely have quite a nice dip. I actually have it on today. I used it, I tried to do a winged look, and then it ruined my makeup and I got black everywhere. So I had to wipe off quite a bit, and if you can see black eyeshadow on my face, it's because of this, and also I used the black in the Book of Magic to deepen it up because this is just not dark enough because it is more of a smoky gray. But yeah, this is not my favorite shade, to be honest. It's very, very powdery, and I used this one 4 times, believe it or not, this month. I didn't think I actually used it that many times, but yeah, I've used it 4 times, but still no pan. So we will keep going. So next up is Leo, which is an orange or a yellow. So I picked another yellow, and I chose my Chilling in Chicago from BH Cosmetics, and I picked the shade Millennium. This one I thought it was going to take me only maybe 2 months to hit pan, but I still do not have pan in this beautiful shimmer right here, unfortunately. This one I've used 4 times. Again, I have it on today. It's what's in my inner corner here. But yeah, still no pan. It's really beautiful though. I don't mind working on this. It is absolutely stunning, and I love this palette, so I really don't mind having it out. I'm also working on this shade in my Pan Nose eyeshadows, so it just makes sense for me to keep this out a little bit longer. But yeah, I thought that I didn't think that this was going to take me so long, but it is taking me a little bit of time. All right, next up is the Virgo, which is my star sign, and it's either a green or a dark brown, and this is my second pan. It's from my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, and I picked the shade Oud, which is this brown shade over here. I'll just cover that. It is this shade over here, and last month I had a really nice significant dent, and now you can see I have a little bit of a shiny pan. This one I have used 4 times, and then I hit pan, and then I didn't use it after because I'm a little bit sick of it. But yeah, I have a pan in this palette, which is really exciting because I really like this palette and I wanted to hit pan. And it is a really nice shade. These pans are super deep. I did not expect them to be so deep because they're quite wide. They're pretty decent wide pans. I thought that they would be a little bit shallow, but they're not. So kudos to Huda Beauty for having, somewhat of a deeper pan. But yeah, that one is going to be rolling out, so I'll need to roll in a new shade for Virgo. Next up is Libra, so this is a pink, pale green, or shades of blue. So I picked a pink. This was rolled in last month from my Norvina palette from ABH. And I picked the shade Wild Child, which is this beautiful shimmer right here. This one I've used 4 times, no pan, but I really enjoyed it. I've tried not to use it in all of my looks. It's been a bit hard. Whenever this palette is out, I just want to use this palette, and I have been stopping myself from using this palette. So yeah, only 4 times. I could have done double that this month, but I didn't. Yeah, it's a really nice shade, and it works really nicely as a topper, but you also can just use it as its own shade. It is really, really beautiful. I thought when I rolled it in last month, it was going to be a little bit too sheer, but you can build it up. It's really beautiful. Okay, next up is Scorpio. So this could be a deep red or maroon. I've had this shade in since the beginning, and it is a fail because I haven't used it this month. It's from my Wine and Only, and it is the shade Mullet Over, but I have not used it at all this month. So there is no update, unfortunately. Okay, number 9 is Sagittarius. So that is rich purples or dark blues. I picked a rich purple. I don't know if it's really a rich purple, but it is again from my Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. This one I have not hit pan in, and I've only used it twice this month. So it is a little bit of a dud as well. I just haven't done, I have done purple looks. I just keep forgetting that this is in the project for me to work on. I think I was focusing so much on this Oud shade. I don't know, I've been neglecting this. And then I have this one in my Pan Nose eyeshadow. So I'm just, I'm looking into this palette, but for some reason, I'm just not looking at this shade all too much. It's a beautiful shade. It's gonna take me a bit of time because this took a little bit of a time to hit pan on Oud, and I use browns more than I use purples. So I think this is gonna be a struggle for me to hit pan, to be honest, knowing how deep it is. I have somewhat of a disturbance on this, but knowing how deep this pan is, I'm nowhere near, so it could take me probably 4 to 5 more months to hit pan in this. Next up is Capricorn. So this is subdued dark green, grey, black, or brown. So I picked, again from my Tokyo palette from Nomad, this grey over here, which is called Kuroi Niji, and it is this lighter grey here. I usually use these at the same time. It's going to take a little bit of time, but these are so powdery, I'm not too concerned about them. I just don't go for these really dark looks. So I'm trying to, and I think come, September, October time, I will be wanting to use these a little bit more. So I think then is probably when I'm going to hit pan. So I'm not in any rush to hit pan in these. They're just there when I need them. But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time to hit pan in these, but I don't really mind. Okay, next up we've got Aquarius. This is electric blue or turquoise, and it is again from my Book of Magic from Beauty Bay, and I was hiding the shade, so that might be able to tell you. Also, I think I showed this palette in a video of mine and you could clearly see that I had hit pan in it. It was a spoiler, but I didn't mention it. But yeah, I have been working on this shade Elixir, and I hit pan in this. This was the first pan I actually hit in this last month. So definitely, yeah, I only used it once and then I hit pan. I didn't realize I was that close last month. I knew it was close, but I didn't think it was just gonna take one time. And then the Oud shade was the second one that I hit this month, and then this one obviously today. But yeah, I'm very happy about this palette because I have so many pans in it now. It's amazing. I've got two here, one, and then one. So yeah, I think, you know, I could just keep going, to be honest. Beauty Bay has pretty shallow palettes, pretty shallow pans, and I just really like the formula. So, you know, it's kind of a win-win for me in terms of, you know, as a panner. But yeah, I love how used and abused this looks, and I just love this palette. So this one is another one that I'm going to be rolling out and picking a new shade. Okay, and then last but not least is Pisces, which is a soft sea green. So I've been working on a shade in the Mayali palette, the Yasmin palette from Mayali Beauty. I always get that mixed up. And I've been working on this shade Adilla, and I still do not have a pan. This one I have used one time as well. So yeah, I just haven't done too many green looks this month, because I did roll out a green that I was working on in my Panner's eyeshadows last month, and because of that, and I have a lot of purples and like pinks to work on this month and a lot of like bronzy colors, I just haven't really pulled for this. But if I put the work in, I'm sure it probably only needs about 4 or 5 more uses and there'll be a pan. I'm pretty sure there will be. I'm very close to pan on this one too, so maybe I could just work on this palette, I don't know. But yeah, it's a beautiful shade, I just haven't hit pan yet. All right, so I have 3 new shades to roll in because I hit 3 pans. Isn't that amazing? I am so proud. Okay, so the first one that I need to roll in is for Taurus. So it's either a pastel pink, blue, or green. I was really hoping to roll in a pastel pink because I have so many purplies and pinks that I'm working on, but I can't find a true pastel pink in my collection. I just don't. So I might have to go out and get a pastel sort of palette so I can, you know, fill that gap. But I'm gonna do that anytime soon. But yeah, I don't have a pastel pink, so I thought, oh, do I really want to do another blue or do I do green? And I thought, okay, let me do green. So I'm actually going to pull a green from the Collab Nebula from Kaleidos x Angelica Nikovics. I think I said that wrong, sorry. I'm going to roll in this shimmer, actually, which is called Firefly. I have a little bit of a disturbance in there, somewhat of a tiny little dip, and I think it wouldn't be too much of a struggle to hit pan on this because it is really, really beautiful, and I could use it as a topper shade, and then if I pull in a green, then I could use it with the Adilla shade and get more into greens, because I really do actually kind of like greens. I haven't gone off them yet. I'm still in my green phase, so yeah, I want to roll this one in. It is super, super beautiful. I'll just do a little swatch. I haven't swatched any shades today. I've just been a bit lazy, but this is beautiful. It has a little bit of like it's got a little bit of blue, it's got a little bit of yellow, but it's just beautiful. I really love this. Okay, and then I need to roll in for Virgo. So that can be a green or a dark brown. Because I was working on a dark brown, I'm gonna roll in a green. I know, crazy. But I'm gonna roll in a somewhat of an easy shade because I feel like this is not gonna take me too long to hit pan on. So it is from the Revolution Chilled palette. And the shade that I want to roll in is a shade that I had in my Panner's eyeshadows last year, and it is the shade Dope here. I have a pretty nice dip in it already, and I think it would be really nice to have another pan in here. I currently have 3 pans, and it would just be really nice to hit another pan. So, and this is kind of like a dirty, murky green, and yeah, I kind of want to roll it in because I've been missing my greens ever since I rolled out a green that I've been working on in my Panner's eyeshadows. So I kind of want to roll it in. It's just what I want to do. So that one is for Virgo. Okay, and then the last one is Aquarius, electric blue or turquoise. So, I knew I had to bring in either a blue or a turquoise. I decided to bring in a turquoise. So I am going to bring in from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, the Sip Sip shade, which is another shimmer. And it's right here. So this is like, it could be an electric blue or turquoise. It kind of like meets in the middle. It's like a Miami colors blue, right? That's kind of what, so it's kind of like turquoise. Some people might say this is green, but I feel like it's a blue. Yeah, definitely blue. But I think this is stunning, and I always thought I would hit pan in it, and I've never hit pan in it, obviously. But I have pans in this palette, and I would like to have another one. So yeah, I feel like I'm being, you know, kind of mindful of where I want to hit pan and which shades I want to hit pan in, and yeah, it'd be nice to hit pan in this palette again. And I'm missing this palette. I'd like to bring it out and use it a little bit more. So it gives me an excuse to do that. So yeah, those are the 3 shades that I'm rolling in this month. I'm super excited. I don't know what my next pans are going to be honest. It might be from the My Alley Beauty palette because that Adilla shade does have a significant dip in it. And then if I do a lot of greens, then maybe even this shade I could hit pan on. But other than that, I don't know if there's really any that I'm super close yet. So next update I might not have any pans again, but that's fine. This update was so good, so that's all that matters to me. If I can get my pan percentage up, I think that would be really cool. So I love this project. Thank you so much, Shakina, for creating it and thinking of it and allowing us to choose what we want to choose for the prompts, because that just, I love the fact that I can just choose eyeshadows like a lot of people are doing. And I love that I am getting so many pans in this project pan. This is just amazing. So thank you so much for creating it and sharing it and getting everyone involved. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time. Bye.